Hi everyone, the Spiderman here. I hope everybody's doing okay and had a nice Christmas Day and Boxing Day. So I'm going to be doing an update on my collection today to show you how everybody's getting on. So I was thinking about doing my outdoor adventures again as it's warmed up a little bit. But unfortunately, I woke up this morning and this is what happened. And there's the reason why, ladies and gentlemen. More bloody snow. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting this. It was nice and dry yesterday. And as I said, woke up this morning and we have more snow. So, the Spiderman's outdoor adventures, I'll have to put that on hold again. But I do promise, once the snow disappears and it's warmed up a little bit, I will start my outdoor adventures, because I know my lovely subscribers do enjoy them videos and I do enjoy making them. It's something a bit different. So while we're here everybody, let's get started with my update on my collection. So ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to start off with my adult female Canthanscoria geniculata, Brazilian giant white knee. And as you can see, she hasn't molted just yet, but you can see that dark bald spot just on her abdomen. It's getting a lot more bigger. So like I said before, once she flips over and decides to shed, I will definitely press record. And I'm hoping she flips over during the day or late evening, so I'm not asleep and I don't miss the molting process. But yeah, she's doing perfectly fine. I haven't fed her for a while because her abdomen's very large, so I don't like to overfeed my tarantulas. All I do is just keep the water dish nice and full, give the enclosure a mild spray once a week, and she's doing perfectly fine. So ladies and gentlemen, I have some sad news, and you've probably noticed the sad news in my Christmas Day video that I lost my LSD Earth Tiger on the 24th of December on Christmas Eve. I found he or she in a death curl just in its burrow just here. It'd always hang out in its burrow. It molted a couple of months ago and I left it for about a week for letting its body and its fangs hardened up, and I kept trying it with food every couple of days and it wasn't really interested. So I was trying mealworms, dubia roaches and crickets, and it just wasn't really interested in eating. I'd always put the food just by its burrow here and it would walk up towards the food and it would just go in a threat pose and just start tapping the food away, or it would just walk under its burrow here away from its food, or even run away from its food. So I tried it for, 6-7 weeks and it just wasn't interested. So some sad news once again everybody. I don't know what happened. I always kept the water dish full. I kept it on a good temperature, around about between 70 and 74 degrees. And I sprayed the enclosure once a week and it just wasn't eating. And like I said, found it in death curl on Christmas Eve. So another tarantula sadly gone. I'm a bit miffed by this, but hopefully somebody can leave a comment and tell me what could have happened. So ladies and gentlemen, second lot of bad news. I lost my 2 giant rainforest mantis. The first one, I gave it a mealworm. It ate the mealworm perfectly fine, and the abdomen went black just in between the segments. That means it's just full up with food. And a couple of days later, it was on the bottom of the enclosure dead. So I've got no idea what happened with that one. And same with the other one freshly molted. I left it for about 3 days for it to recover from its molt. And I went to feed it a mealworm, and same again, it was on the bottom of the enclosure dead. So I've got no idea what happened. I'm not having much luck with my collection so far. I've never lost 2 mantis that small. I've always raised them to an adult and they've died just generally from old age, just natural causes. I've never lost a mantis that small, so my 2 giant rainforest mantis have both gone. But don't worry everyone, I will get some more when the next expedition comes up. And as you just seen everybody, that was a mummy wolf spider that sadly passed away, and she laid her egg sac on the 28th of July this year, and I've still got 2 slings left, as you can see, and you can see one just here, and I think the other one is just there. So let's just take the lids off and have a look. And there is the first one walking around. This one freshly molted around about 5 days ago, so I'll offer it from some food probably a little bit later. They're a bit difficult to try and feed because they're very, very small, probably around about the 5 mil mark. So the only food I can give them is probably bean weevils or very, very small crickets, like micro crickets. So yeah, they're both doing perfectly fine. So let's take a look at the other one. There is the other one everybody. Personally I think this one's slightly bigger than the other one. This one had a feed a couple of days ago. I had to get a mealworm and just cut the head off and put the head in, and it absolutely just jumped on its meal, and you can see the abdomen's looking nice and plump. So yeah, I've only got the 2 babies left from mummy wolf spider, and let's carry on with my update on my collection. So I'm going to continue everybody with my scorpion collection, and there's my male Parabuthus velocis orange morph, who's doing perfectly fine, and my Parabuthus transvelicus, that's decided to come out of its hide. So all the scorpions are doing perfectly fine. I'm going to fill up all the water dishes up again a little bit later, and my H. spinifer, that's doing really well. And there is my H. spinifer everybody. Thought I'd just quickly take the hide out and show how it's getting on. It's doing perfectly fine. I'll fill the water dish up a bit later and give the enclosure a spray. It's looking a bit dry, but yeah, it's always got a little bit of an attitude problem. Not too sure if it's a male or female, but not really fussed, to be honest. It's nice to have a scorpion that's not venom level 5. This is probably level 2 or 3. Their sting is not very strong because they have their giant pincers to do all the work, catching their prey. So that does all the damage. So ladies and gentlemen, I just want to quickly show you my adult female Poeclotheria metallica, Guti sapphire ornamental, 7-inch leg span. So yeah, she's fully grown now. I gave her a nice large locust about 4 days ago, so her abdomen's nice and plump now. So everybody in this section of my shelving is doing perfectly fine. There's my Harpactira porcripes enclosure. I'll quickly take the lid off in a minute and show you and see how she's getting on. Straight-legged baboon, or Chilobrachys species electric blue. That enclosure needs a mist a little bit later. But yeah, everybody else is doing okay. My LP, Grammosola pulchra, green bottle blue, and my Hapalpla species Columbia large form. The Grammosola pulchra, they're getting a little bit rare now. A lot of people are after my my little female, but unfortunately she's not for sale. So let's just quickly take the lid off my Harpactira enclosure. So ladies and gentlemen, I've just filled up her water dish and just gave the enclosure just a light mist. And there is the beautiful girl. Probably around about the 3 to 3.5 inch leg span, so nearly fully grown. I've been told these get to about a 4-inch leg span. But yeah, she's doing perfectly fine. Her abdomen's nice and plump, so she doesn't need a feed for a while. Just make sure the water dish is full, and she's always at the back of the enclosure grabbing loads of heat off the heat cable, and you can see why they're that popular in the hobby, because of their beautiful colours. So yeah, my Harpactira porcrops, golden blue-legged baboon. So last but not least, everybody, I'm just going to do a quick update on my only centipede in my collection, my giant Scolopendra Gianti whiteleg. That's definitely molted. It can seem to climb onto the lid now inside the enclosure, but don't worry, it can't get out. It tries to find a way to get out, and if you didn't know, centipedes are escape artists, so you have to be extra careful. One of my friends, he has started making acrylic enclosures, so hopefully in the next couple of months I'm going to have a new enclosure for my centipede, the same kind of shape as this fish tank that it's actually in. It's in a hexagon shape, and hopefully it's going to be a little bit bigger and a little bit taller, with a lockable door so it can't get out. And I want it to climb a little bit more. Centipedes do like to climb everywhere, and as you know, they do like a lot of substrate to burrow down. So I'm not too sure if it's a male or female, but this one cost me £300 because they are very, very rare to get. And yeah, so everybody else is doing perfectly okay in the collection. Can't get my words out today, sorry. So I hope you enjoyed this little update on my collection, and thanks for watching, everyone.